Are all the new Sonic Lego sets worth it? Find out in this video. Starting with the Lego Ideas, number 39, Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone. Now this set right here is tremendously good. The really only negative I have to say about this set is the Eggman head is built originally. I'd taken that off and I'd put my custom designed Eggman head on there. Even though it's a little small on there, I think it looks better than the built head. But yeah, that was its own like little entity for Lego Ideas. And then they actually created a real Sonic line. And this line right here is really good. It has printed pieces and no stickers. That's a positive. It has different molds for the characters' heads. That's a positive. And a negative is definitely the prices. The prices are through the roof for these sets. Sets that you think would be like $20, maybe $25 or $35. And they're pushing the limits with the prices on these. Like I said, the printed parts are nice. It's better to have that in stickers, in my opinion. But some of these sets, they're really pushing the limit on what people will pay for these sets. And they're definitely milking Sonic fans. So without further ado, let's get into the video here. So the figures that you get in these Sonic sets, you get Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic with two different facial expressions, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, Rouge, Eggman, and then you get the robot builds for the enemies here. These are really cool. I definitely would say my favorite is probably the Crab, and then second favorite is probably Buzz Bomber here. This is really cool looking. I like this build a lot. And I like how it has the little animal in the little container. One thing I will say that's kind of strange is that all of these just have an open compartment for the animal. I know in the game you hit it and then the animal goes free. But I kind of wish they just created something that was just a little like easy flippable flap that those could like fall out of. Because it is kind of strange. It's like there's just this gap showing the animal on all of these builds of all of these. But yeah, the Crab is really cool. This is a poly bag, strangely enough. It's $5 just for this little freaking poly bag of this. And I do have another one right there as well that I'm just going to keep in the package. But yeah, little poly bag. Didn't want to miss it though because it is a cool, iconic Sonic enemy. They really could have thrown that in this big Sonic set, but they probably just didn't. They were like, well, we don't know where to put it, but we'll just charge more for a poly bag. So yeah, that's how they got away with that. But other than that, these builds are cool. I'll show you like what sets they come with in this video as well. And this is also already the second iteration of this character here, Motobug or something like that. And there's the original right there with the sticker. Now, aside from the sticker on the face, I do like the rest of that build better because you don't have the big gap up top, like I said. And the arms are articulated on that one. The arms are not articulated on this one, but I do like that the eyes are printed on rather than that sticker. I can see how they would be like, oh, licensing, printed parts, the prices are gonna be really high for the sets. I see how they skate away with it. But what's really some BS is they've literally just copied this 3 times in multiple sets. Same exact build, same thing 3 times. What would have been nice for them to do alternate colors of these builds for the different Sonic characters, and then you would have different like orbs to put them in. So they could have did a yellow one for Tails, a pink one for Amy, a red one for Knuckles. I know it's Sonic like running through the sets, but since they literally did this 3 times in the sets, and it's the same exact build, I varied one of them so I'd have like a slightly different launcher. I like move some stuff back and move some stuff forward so it launches a little different, but it's literally the same thing 3 times. It's a waste of like this is over 20 pieces at least. Honestly, I should have counted it. Oh, that's definitely padding. Lego has done some padding in the past. I remember the Speed Racer sets, they literally just had a duplicate build of one of the things when they had countless other cars they could have had from the movie. So every now and then you get Lego doing some padding and end up milking the money out of Sonic fans. But yeah, that's what you really end up getting from all of this. I'd say this is probably what most like adult collectors are focusing on, is stuff like this. Like all this other stuff is really cool, don't get me wrong. I'm going to show you cool features and stuff of these sets as well. That's kind of the biggest highlight for me, is the enemies and figures from the Sonic universe. So starting off with What set is the most unnecessary of all of these sets? I would have to say this set right here, because not only is it overpriced and you only get one figure, which is Sonic, which you get in like 4 other sets. So I just really don't see this set as super necessary. I mean, you do get Motobug if you don't end up getting that. I still do see that in stores from time to time, even though it's probably a couple years old now at this time. But yeah, that's like a $35 set plus tax. And it doesn't really seem like you get a whole lot. I'd say the coolest part from that set is probably the spin tables here and the speakers. That's pretty cool. And I do like the idea that they have of launching Sonic. I love that they did the Sonic sets minifigure based, unlike the Mario ones, which I'd never planned to get those unless they start doing minifigure based ones, but I already did my custom Mario figures, so I mean, I'm really not like hurting for them or anything. It would be really nice for them to include some different colors of these translucent ones. I mean, I would also say different colors of the launcher, since it's literally the same thing 3 times. I mean, it's kind of cool that you get this printed piece on it. You could like make that into a spring, even though it's like pretty massively big. I mean, compared to that little built spring, and that's supposed to be like the spring up top there. Yeah. So let's go on. Like I said, I mean, this set, really the only positive in that is, I mean, of course you get another Sonic, you get this printed ring box there, but yeah, that set's pretty abysmal for the price. That really is, wow, man. I think out of all these, the 2 most overpriced feeling sets is that set, and then the Knuckles and Rouge set just feels really overpriced and padded with the Knuckles mech that's completely unnecessary. They could have done an Angel Island build, I think, with that set. They could have did something like with this Amy set. This is actually from that little Sonic set as well. I just kind of added it to this beach area. It does kind of add a little something to that. But yeah, I think that this is definitely a missed opportunity with the Knuckles one. They could have had a little Angel Island build, and they could have gotten away with it with the amount of parts that mech takes up, and just they could have done it. That would have been such a better set. It would have felt it would have felt worth $35 and then plus tax on top of that. But just the mech, and then you get Rouge and Knuckles, it's kind of, you're feeling that price full on that set. But the really cool thing about this set, this came with Amy and Tails, this set, is this feature right here, how that bridge goes down. Like the sound effect from the game just plays in my head when you do that. So that's really cool. And you could put the crab enemy also came with that set as well. So yeah, that's, out of all like the play sets, I'd probably still say the most expensive one is my favorite, because you get the loop, you get the ramp. I honestly thought that this was going to be a problem in this, like you would hit the ring or something, but no, he goes through it almost every time if you hit it spot on. Like they probably did a lot of like testing on this, because it really works quite well from my experience. And yeah, other than that, the Shadow set I think feels like the best value out of all these, because it's $20, which, I mean, it's 196 pieces. You get Shadow, you get his awesome bike. I mean, this is a cool bike right here. It's honestly pretty good scale with a minifigure. It's not like a massively big bike that looks stupid with minifigures like they've done for years. That looks awesome. And it has the Shadow the Hedgehog game logo. So you're literally getting a set based on like a 2005 video game, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Shadow. Damn. They didn't give him a gun though, which kind of sucks. I really want to double up on this set at least. Probably triple up altogether. I want to have 3 of that set. And these will be like the clones of Shadow. I'm sounding really nasally right now because I got a lot of freaking snot. It's annoying. I'm allergic to dust and shit. Yeah, there's Shadow, my custom one. I still prefer my custom one because the dual molded legs on the other one, they should have done some side leg printing, and that would have improved that figure. You can also see a little versus here of the 2 different bug builds we already have for Sonic Legos. So there's the one from the set. It had a sticker. What I like about the newer Sonic sets is everything is printed. I do like that. I don't really like how they just have the opening for the little animal on there. I think that's kind of dumb. They should have had some like opening mechanism on the little builds here. Like this one's encased. I like that. I think that's one of my favorite of the enemy builds. You'll also see I do have the polybag of the monkey. I did double up on that. Where's the other monkey? The other monkey fell over here. Come on, get back up there, monkey. Probably my cat knocked it down, ramming his face on it. But yeah. So the first set I got of the new Sonic Lego sets was actually the Eggman Mech over here, Dr. Eggman's Death Egg robot. You know, it would be awesome if they actually did a massive like Death Egg set. I think that'd be really cool. The next set I got was the Amy set right here with Amy and Tails in it. And this set it's a nice set. What I really do like about this set is this little feature in the back. Hopefully I can activate it with one hand here while I'm trying to film. I like how that bridge goes down. That's really cool how that actually works. It's literally like in the game. It's like, I could just imagine the sound effect playing in my head as that falls down. So that's pretty cool. You get Tails and Amy in that set. Here's Tails. He came with a little like hoverboard thing. I mean, I'm assuming that's what it is. Little hoverboard. And then Amy with the hammer there on the slide. And you know, I do really wish that the Tails and Amy, because you do get another Amy in another set, they don't have different facial expressions. At least the Sonic, in some sets he has the smiling and winking face, and then in some sets he just has the default smile face. So yeah, it's nice that they changed it up a little bit. I don't really like the default Amy face though. It's like the same smile on Amy and the same exact smile on Tails. Like they probably just literally in graphic design thing just copied and pasted that. That to me is really lazy, especially because these are higher priced Lego sets. I know it's because they license it and all this other stuff, but at the end of the day, they could have done better on that. I do like how they actually did the Tails piece. When I designed the customs, I had actually planned for that to be a thing. They wouldn't have looked like that. I actually had a spinning mechanism and all that design. If I ever get a resin printer, I'll end up doing that. And then I got the Knuckles set. I think that's the most like brazenly like overpriced one of all of them. That one's like $35.99 or something like that, and then plus tax. It's just ridiculous. You get Rouge with the little thing, which Rouge was supposed to be in another wave of customs, but the company, I don't know if they're going to produce it or not ever. But like I said, if I ever get a resin printer, I'll print my other designs like Mighty and, you know, my version of Rouge and different stuff like that, because it did censor. They censored the chest a little bit there, didn't they, huh, Lego? They used to not be afraid to put freaking cleavage decals on Legos, but apparently they're too afraid to do that nowadays. And then here is Knuckles with his dumb mech. I mean, does Knuckles really need a mech? I would have much rather them done like a mini build of Angel Island. You know, in that price range, I think with the amount of pieces they could have put together, like it could have been something that looked similar to this, but it would be more like Angel Island and have like elements of Angel Island. That would have been really cool for them to do, because you do get the Mastered Emerald right there. And it has little Chaos Emeralds inside it that are supposed to be the shards. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I do like the little hover thing Rouge has going here. It almost reminds me of the thing Shadow had in Sonic 06, the thing that flew around. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. But other than that, I mean, that set's all right. You can see their Knuckles versus the custom one over here. The hands are definitely... I still like my custom hands better than the ones Lego did, because the ones Lego did just attached to regular Lego hands. It's not like they made separate molded hands like they did with boxing gloves and other various Lego stuff in the past. So you get the loop, you know, it's just stuff like that. But I still like both of them. I hope they keep doing more. And I think it was rumored that they're going to do other Sonic zones to connect to that. That'd be really cool if they still keep iterating on that version of the Sonic line. And they did change the rings. Now these rings right here are what they probably should have just did from the beginning, because this design has literally been floating around. I mean, I bet Lego designed their own, but this design of the Sonic ring has been floating around in like STL formats for like a long ass time, but you don't get that. And then Tails' plane. Tails' plane is really nice, but I think that it's missing a crucial element that would have been printed on the side and saying Sonic. I can see how it would be hard for them to do that. I think they could have designed it a little bit differently to have a 1x4 on the side there with the Sonic lettering like it was in the game. But other than that, that's a pretty solid representation of what came in the game. That clear stand that I have it on, I wish that clear stand came in that set, because that comes in the most expensive set. So if you're able to get two sets I'd probably say those two because Tails is plain. I mean, usually vehicles and sets are pretty irrelevant, but in Sonic's case, I'd say that Tails is plain is actually pretty cool and relevant to the Sonic universe. So yeah, and then you get his little shop. I mean, his little shop here is nothing special. Let's just turn this around here. I mean, I put a few of the little extra pieces in there to try to dazzle it up a little bit, you know, like the little pieces that come. I had a bag around. Oh yeah, I'll show you the bag of all the little extra pieces you get with all these sets if you end up getting all of them. But yeah, you get his little workshop. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing. It kind of folds up like this, you know. The parts count of the ship and them like smoothing it out more, I can see it, but honestly, they could have made that a $20 set and probably like made that even more lacking and just focused on the plane pretty much. They probably could have did it. I mean, they're definitely milking money out of Sonic fans. Honestly, like each set, I just look at the price, I'm like, they overpriced that set. Every set, and it doesn't seem like that's going to change because the upcoming Sonic sets, apparently they're going to do the drill boss from the Sonic game as well, and another set, and we're going to get Supersonic. I really hope they're not super lazy and they literally just color this yellow. That'd be beyond lazy for Lego to do. I hope they actually do a mold like over here. I mean, look at this. I mean, I already did it years and years ago, like what, 4 years ago at this point, maybe even more. Right there with Supersonic, and got all the Chaos Emeralds as well. Another disappointment, I will say, I gotta move Eggman out of the way. I thought we were gonna get both of these little robots, Eggman's people, because there's a red one too. There's the yellow one, and there's the red one. I thought this came with the Death Egg robot. I thought in this set we were gonna have the red one, but that's not the case, sadly. That's definitely a major missed opportunity in that set. And this also falls off really easy. It's for Sonic to hit it. And I have done a perfect run. That's what's really cool about this Sonic launcher. I'll just launch it right now. Okay, so the Sonic set. Let's see how this launch goes. You knock it off and you get the Chaos Emerald. That's pretty much the only feature of that set. Sonic set number 2. Can Sonic defeat Eggman and save the animals in one fell swoop? Let's see. No, he hit Eggman robot in the crotch. Come on now, you gotta do better than that. Let's do it. What are you failing at? What are you failing, Sonic? You're dropping the ball. I'm probably gonna have to edit this now. I was trying to get this in one good swipe. Come on now. Okay. There you go. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. So this hits that, it knocks the back off. And then these animals, I remember the first time I did it though, it was like really dramatic and like everything happened perfectly. Really wish I had that on camera. Sonic set number 3. This is probably gonna be a hard one to do, but let's see if I can get this on camera. Let's do it. And there's fail number 1. Fail number 1. I know you can't have this butted up super close to that. You have to have it like kind of like a good distance away from it. Not too far and not too close. Just to get it right. This piece loves to fall off. I don't know why they designed that in such a way that these are sitting on like that. I don't know why they didn't just put a regular tile down. It seems like those places need to be more structurally sound. So that's kind of a negative on this set. Those pop off a lot. Come on, make it through the loop, Sonic. They're waiting for you. You gotta go fast. You gotta be better. Can't fail. Yeah, there we go. Made it almost to the end. 3, 2, 1. Go! You failed again! Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 3, 2, 1, go! What? Ah! Come on, come on, come on. We don't have all day. We don't have all day. I need to hit this with my other hand. Christ. Okay, we're going. Yeah! Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to drop a like and comment. Have a great one. Peace. Bye-bye.